Now I want to go ahead and talk about a trend that started last year with the Razer, and that's the gaming phones. As we're starting to see more contenders in this market want to put out their own gaming phones. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cheapest one, the Nubia Red Magic, something that I actually talked about at the very beginning of this year in one of my articles. Now, we got a chance to actually see it on the market. This was actually geared to be more of a budget gaming phone, which kind of wondered, considering that gaming phones are supposed to be more high powered, how would being a budget gaming phone really work in this genre? Well, Nubia felt they had a phone for that. As far as specs, we're looking at a Snapdragon 835, 3800 milliamp hour battery, 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 6-inch 1080 2160 display. As far as power-wise, this phone is not going to be able to handle intense gaming as your Razer 2 or your other more better performing smartphones. But for your average games, this may be something that appeals to some, as it starts at $400 shipping from overseas. Another contender in this market was the Xiaomi Black Shark. Now this phone pretty much had the same specs as the Nubia Red, except they have the Snapdragon 845. As far as price availability on Amazon, it's $500. They also added, as far as Xiaomi, a 10 gigabyte RAM Snapdragon 845 processor version, which they are calling the Black Shark 2 Hilo, and that'll be about $200 more. Then you have the Razer Phone 2. This being Razer's second phone, and it kind of picks up from last year, with an addition of an updated processor, a better camera, slightly better display, and as far as the price, $800. Now with the hardware, you have the vapor cooling, which is supposed to keep the phone cooling for high intense gaming. As far as gaming and high intense gaming, it performed pretty well. But if someone was to ask me, should I buy this phone? Or should I buy the Note 9? Or something else? I'm going to send them to the Note 9 because, again, one of the things about these gaming phones is they're very good as far as performance, but you miss out on some of the phone aspects, such as the camera and things that you want out of a phone. And that's where I felt like the Note 9 shines over these gaming phones. Now, as far as one phone that may stand out as the possible champion in this arena, and that would be the Asus ROG phone, or Republic of Gaming. And like I said, this may be the best of the gaming phones out there so far this year, as not only is it one of the best of hardware with the phone in general, the better display, but the accessories such as the ability to add an adapter to switch where your USB cord will go, so it can be out of the way so that you enjoy gaming, as well as be able to put a fan in there, an external fan to keep the phone cool while you're playing high intense gaming. The problem with this phone though is it's not a cheap phone. It starts off at $900, and that's just for the phone itself. But if you wanted to add accessories and all the other things that make this phone really stand out, you're looking at potentially $1,100 plus $800 worth of accessories. So you're talking about almost $2,000 for this phone to enjoy the full accessories, full everything for high intense gaming. And for a lot of people out there, that may not appeal to them, considering that I can buy a Note 9 and a PlayStation 3 for a cheaper price. PlayStation 4, for a cheaper price. So I can see them kind of maybe not really feeling that as far as spending that money. But I will say this, as the one thing that I do like about these gaming phones coming out and really being a new trend is that hopefully it encourages more developers to put out better games for smartphones. As there are people out there who don't have a home console or who's always on the go, and pretty much their phone is everything to them. It's not just a phone, but it is their gaming console. It is their way of interacting with social media. It is their way of enjoying movies. So for people like that, they may want, or they are going to look for high intense gaming, or may want to play that. And you're going to need that development to be on those phones. And in order for developers to feel like they can actually make those games that can work on the phone, they're going to need the hardware that can handle it. So to see more manufacturers kind of steer towards providing the hardware needed to handle that, to handle those games, will hopefully again benefit us in the long run. Now, Austin Evan, who I will link his video below, did a good job with a comparison video, compared some of these gaming phones out there, and he kind of did ranked them for which phones he felt was better in certain areas. So yeah, check his video out below.